probably going for one person specifically. Or not, I don't know. We're going after Yuri, I guess. I don't know how this is supposed to work, but let's just do a quick save. Just so we have that, so if it crashes again, I don't have to go from there. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, T-Lord! Yo, Sayori. It looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's pretty simple to think that you get in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simplest things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. Just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins. You were trying to make me go for food for you. Buy food for you. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted to excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, then only leaves one option. Wah! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is always in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Taylor to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling some mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Yeah, I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. Even though you basically told me to go fuck myself, and I'm gonna die. It doesn't happen much, but it's fun inside of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I accept my resolution. Retribution. That! Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Oh, boy. Hey, Sayori. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But, you wouldn't have come if there weren't cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Someone out of nowhere smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Oh, what was... a cookie? Sure enough, it's giant cookies wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you.
Oh god, my throat is
About
bleeding.
cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though.
Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue.
Yeah, you're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. And yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez, beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and then wraps her arms around her.
Yeah, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Ugh. Sayori suddenly leans over and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori...
Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room.
Where's Monika anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
You don't think she has a... no, I'm surprised. She probably is the most desirable of all of us combined. That's true.
Excuse me?
Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super late.
There you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? I was just preparing the sex dungeon.
Yeah, come on. What the fuck? This is too cheery for me. Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was a study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time.
That makes sense. No sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monika! Monika looks at me. Maybe once I can get a bit better, I will. Yay! It sounds cool! I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, T-Lord! Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to pressure you or anything like that. Yeah, get out of my face, please.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks.
So, did I miss anything? Did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Yep. Into the closet. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've read together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Oh, no. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we get ahead and get started? Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thank you so much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for you as well. Yuri stands up and makes herself to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from her shelf. The kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the pitcher of water and also fetches an electrical kettle. I'm gonna plug this into the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She passes me in the I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she was moving was really contrasted with her speaking mannerisms, especially because of the long legs. Yuri appears elegant and method... I don't know that word. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you off to? We're just... Yuri was gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monika. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monika, please, mind your own business for once. Or do you want me to tell you that's something wrong with helping involve T-Lord in club activities? What the fuck? Why'd she be so mean? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's something wrong with that. Then let's go, T-Lord. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How can I say something like that? Yuri, I just fucked up, man. I'm gonna die. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it also takes no right for Monica to judge people like that.
T-Lord, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me?
Because nothing that you do is bad, as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. Even me. I mean, I make videos on the internet. That's the worst thing I think anyone could do. We have emotions. We can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane.
No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that?
Why would I hate you? You fool. I can't hate someone for having emotions. That would just be dumb. What kind of friend would do that?
Friend, you say? Well...
Yuri lifts her head.
T-Lord, I really like being friends with you.
Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway...
Yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah. And I walk to the nearest water fountain. And once we fill up the picture, we can return to the classroom. We haven't even put the water in the fucking teeth thing. And it's already heating up this goddamn game. I guess. Do you like Hogglon tea? Yeah. Anything's fine with me.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature of the kettle to 200 degrees. Now time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course.
I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert at tea or anything.
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea level it leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself.
You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try to express myself a little more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway.
That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, T-Lord. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I didn't even know what I could keep up with this. How about Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us?
T-Lord, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
What's that?
It's a bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? Wonder why is that?
It's mostly likely because of my
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading?
Yes! I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolates as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I keep hidden from my Sayori candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri is always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with one hand that's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't even noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume that the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a bit. Yeah, this is fine. Everything's fine. I put my teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrappers. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book and finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay. I won't take any.
You sure?
Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages.
Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize.
I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure?
Of course.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have a harder time reading from it. As a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Dun dun dun! No. Ignore that. Well, in that case, Yuri is always totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. I take another chocolate. I hold it to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop her. Here, apprehensive, place a chocolate in her mouth. And just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri just looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
T-Lard.
Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that.
That's... well... You were just helping. That's something that friends do, right?
I mean, not really in the kind of context, but yeah, that was all. Yeah, Then
You don't need to stop or anything.
I see. Sichuan got really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell by her expression that even she can't focus right now. My heart's pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling at the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. T-Lord, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. Spelling is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bags of chocolate. In the end, we hastily clean up without much of a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Alright, and because my throat's gonna probably die if I talk like these guys again, let me just give you a quick summary of what I think of their poems. Pretty good. Load me? This is pretty long. And this one is, this is just kind of messed up. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come to sit at the front of the classroom. Is this about the festival? Well, sorta. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much to worry for a few Sarah's been working on posters. I've designed the couple plan fits, and I'll get them out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but doesn't that tell us that we're actually gonna be doing for the event? Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing?
Monica.
Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are gonna choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Shit, fucking Windows opened. Sayori is putting in all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori has been completely coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting the posters up, did you? Well, I did. And you really think that's a bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. I just didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree, Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shaking her head with fear.
Guys!
No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their phones with anyone until a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of people, but I guess it kind of overwhelmed them. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each of us put on a good performance, then we'll inspire others to do the same. And the people who perform better will be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. And those reasons are what we're all looking for the club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know I do. I know we all do. And if it takes standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out for a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get it over with.
Alright!
Whew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around everyone else's acceptance faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice. Oh, that's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously gonna be the death of me.
Oh gosh. You've been fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem for yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way!
Monika, this is still too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry about it. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now let's see. Monika flips her notebook, her specific poem she has in mind. Then she stands at the podium. The title of the poem is The Way We Fly. Ahem. Monika begins reciting the poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face, and I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a break and smiles. That was so
good, Monika.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next. What? Yuri fired up all of a sudden?
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she quietly walks over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she so suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri got absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns, and its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. It might be a rare glimpse into the wiling fire Yuri keeps concealed in her head. Suddenly, she finishes. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as she bewildered, even herself.
Hey.
It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins with me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we might have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was so good. Thank you so much for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm next then.
Alright, let's see what this is. Now sits the chair cheerfully and walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made for a perfect match. The poem is aimlessly cheery, like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. As if I were reading this on paper, probably wouldn't think much of it. Now, hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gets a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like she gets to reach more deeply into someone into someone I thought I knew and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori. Sayori-chan.
Yay, even Taylor liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean? You jerk. It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more focus behind them depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. I'm just embarrassed to do it in front of everyone.
The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. I know we don't have that much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before T-Lord. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let T-Lord lower everyone's standards a little before I had to do it. Might as well let T-Lord lower.
Bitch.
Natsuki.
It's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote from today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry that much about it. I think it's less about your abilities and more about how your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. Then just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah, I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets off her seat and makes her way to the podium.
This poem is called. It's called. Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting.
Anyway, the poem's called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's a little enthused, her poem has rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they're bouncing up and down, and as if it gives life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She husks back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want for the other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be on the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so.
Well, I guess that is the case. You wanted to work well for the festival. Let's say what to thank everyone for coming through. I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that all of you can have that all of you will have an idea of what it's like now. make sure you pick a poem and then get good enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll make pamphlets, so let me know already ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm always pleasantly surprised that you are putting in all of this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, so let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow. Then we'll have a weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this.
Alright. Stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep.
Look at you two, always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be nice. Oh, nice though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to this?
It's okay, T-Word. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's a little quieter than usual on the way to home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to,
Sayori fumbles with her words. Is this a confession I seek? Oh my god.
So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh no, I need to debate. You know, I would still walk home with you because of friendship. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
Yeah, but she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to be really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, T-Lord. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve if she wanted it so.
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird thing for Sayori to care this much about me. But I want to respect her, so I keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? I mean, who knows? Oh, I gotta think of one more. Another one. Another one. Doop. Marshmallow. Laugh. And Doki Doki. Together. Broken. Milk. Family. Intellect. Unstable. Bed. Dazzle. Explode. Variance. Waterfall. Disarray. Vitality. Lucky. Existence. Uncanny. Boom. Boom! Poem done! You don't even need to think. You just click buttons.
And I love it.